Achieving educational excellence through local control. State funding has never been removed from a school due to not meeting state accreditation standards. State accreditation standards measure how schools achieve educational excellence. The current accreditation system is twofold: assurances as adult staffing ratios with programming standards, and two, student academics. Even if the assurance standards are met, the measure of academic success requires only 15% of students to receive a C grade or better to be state accredited. This old one-size-fits-all top-down accreditation system is not working, as the system focuses more on adults than our students. This is unacceptable to me, to Montana parents, and Montana teachers alike. The more common sense approach is to allow locally elected trustees to uphold the constitutional responsibilities granted to them in Article 10, Section 8. I quote, "The supervision and control of schools in each school district shall be vested in a board of trustees." This is to follow their powers and duties as outlined in statute, and it allows communities and families to determine what is best for their students, their children, and the future of their communities. Data shows minimum standards are failing our students. Graduation rates have been stagnant since 2014, and dropout rates are starting higher at an earlier age. School districts are far too often simply meeting the current minimum state accreditation standards. So I ask, do we want schools to simply meet an adult staffing ratio? Do we want schools to only show 15% proficiency in math, reading, and science? And do we want schools to simply aim for an 80% graduation rate while leaving 20% behind? The answer that I'm hearing from parents and communities across our great state is no. We must reach higher. Expectations must be raised without lowering the bar, as these top-down mandates are not helping our locally controlled schools or our students succeed. The goal of revitalizing the accreditation standards is to create and implement local, innovative solutions for students. Parental and community engagement in student learning is a necessary requirement for public schools to succeed. Now is the time to work together to build and strengthen trust with our school trustees by refocusing efforts on student well-being and student learning that leads to student success. I am so proud that 143 school counselors were added to support our students this past school year. This number puts many schools above the existing adult ratio of one school counselor per 400 students in these outdated accreditation rules. I applaud these schools for doing the right thing, the best thing for their community and students' well-being. I am calling on all of our school trustees to follow this great example. Support the effort to strengthen student mental health in a safe environment for learning. Encourage and reach for the best student success by utilizing resources and providing flexibilities. But schoolyard bullies exist. Nationally funded special interest groups have been spreading misinformation on the process and purpose of the new student-focused accreditation proposals. Our teachers and parents have been overwhelmed by false comments and remarks at the expense of our children's education. This fear-mongering is protecting a system that has only benefited staffing and the adults in education. Our most precious resource, our children, have been left behind. It is time to put our Montana students first. Focus on a local control system that allows flexibility for innovation to achieve educational excellence. This is a system our students deserve and our future demands. We, the people of Montana, demand better for our children.